back on Verse 365, Football Friday, Eagles Chargers edition. Jeff Kerr, I'm just looking at Jody McDonald's prediction for Sunday's game at the Chargers, checking in from Key West, Florida, all the way from Key West, Florida. So I'll give Jody's prediction first. Negative Nelly, man. Everybody says I'm the negative one.
You will always be negative, John McMullen. You will always be negative.
Ed Kratz picks the Chargers. Jody Mack picking the Los Angeles Chargers to win this football game 23-20. Wah, wah.
I'm picking the Chargers too.
There we go. See?
27-24. It's going to be – I do think the Eagles are going to take this team down to the wire, and I think they're going to put themselves in a position to win it. I just think Justin Herbert does make a difference here, makes a crucial throw or two when he needs to, and they get that late field goal, and we're all going to be upset. But the Eagles are going to play tough this game. I really feel that way. You know, if they go to 3-6, so be it. I like the schedule coming up. I think they're going to have a lot of momentum over these last 2 weeks.
Well, you're right. I mean, as I said, I think this could shape up as being the most difficult game from this point forward. I really believe that if things work out. Now, I explained the Dallas situation. Dallas is clearly a better team, but by the time that game comes around in Week 18, it just might not mean all that much. So, I've said this is a winnable game for the Eagles. But, you know, when you say that, I think people forget by definition in the NFL, that means it's also a losable game. And this is certainly a losable game for the Eagles as well. However, again, and I hope people remember this, I'm going to be the positive one. The Eagles are 0-3, as I mentioned, at Lincoln Financial Field. They've generally dominated there during the Doug Peterson era. The early opponents were all projected to be very difficult coming into the season.
This is
even if 2 of the first 3, San Francisco, Kansas City, have underachieved for the most part. Tampa Bay still is Tampa Bay. Bottom line, though, is you have the 2 Super Bowl teams from last year. You have last season. You have San Francisco, people thought would be a playoff contender. Hasn't worked out that way necessarily. I'm playing the odds here. I'm playing the odds. That's all I'm doing. At some point, you got to win a football game at home. It's just going to work out for you. I
played the odds last week, John. It didn't work.
Well, I picked the Eagles to win. I didn't pick them, as you said, to beat the spread. So I'm still having a good little stretch picking winners when it comes to the Eagles game. And I think they're going to win this game. It's going to be very close, as everyone has stated. Ed Kratz, Jody McDonald, and Jeff. It's going to be a 1-score game. Eagles 24, Chargers 23.
I'm going to say this too. I think this is going to be a playoff type atmosphere Sunday. The great John Madden always had a quote, and he always said this too. His games on CBS, his games on Fox. It's only a November game. It's only early November, but these are playoff type games because they determine seeding. They determine if you're going to the playoffs, if you can go to the play. They determine your season, and I think it's going to be a playoff type atmosphere Sunday. So if they do win, which I think they definitely have a shot at doing it, I think it's because this team's going to be fired up because they know one of the big bad boys in the AFC is coming here. By the way, here's another karma stat for you. The Eagles haven't been an AFC team since Week 8 against Buffalo Bills in 2019.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple things that concern me. I would say with that concern, the Chargers haven't won in a while. You mentioned the Baltimore game. Yeah, you mentioned the Baltimore game you were at. Then they went on a bye, and then they lost to the Patriots. So it's been they're antsy to get back in the win category, and they're not a bad football team. So that concerns me. Also, when you have a West Coast team coming east, you'd like to have a 1 o'clock window. You'd like to have that game at 1 o'clock if you're the home team, because then it becomes a body clock game for the West Coast team. Like me, it's too dark. I can't get up in the morning. It screws up your body clock. It's not going to be that. It's a 4:05 game, so the Chargers get a little bit of a break in that particular aspect of it. But Jeff Kerr, I mean, come on. I'm the negative one, but here we go. I hope people are watching. Jody Mack is telling you the Chargers are winning. Ed Kratz, Eagle Maven Ed, is telling you the Chargers are winning. Jeff Kerr, the great Jeff Kerr from CBS Sports, telling you the Chargers are winning.
Meanwhile, double agent John McMullen. That's what I hear you're called, John.
Johnny Mac is picking your Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Los Angeles Chargers. And that's why you should like, share, and subscribe here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Football Friday marches on. After we're done, by the way, you can watch us anytime on demand at the JAKIB Media YouTube channel, but you can stay tuned live. Eitan Shander, Harry Mays, Barrett Brooks for the middle. Then Dan Cilio will wrap things up in a nice little bow with the National Football Show here on JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Football 24/7. You can listen to me there. I'll be at Lincoln Financial Field on Sunday. We'll do the pregame show. We'll do the postgame show with Mark Barzetta, Derek Gunn, Devin Caney, John McMullen. Exciting stuff, Jeff Kerr. Everybody enjoy the game. We'll see you Monday. More Burst 365.
If you missed any of today's show on the JAKIB Media channel, listen to the podcast on your way home. Available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify.